My dear one, I guess you're watching this video because you desire to make a huge impact in the world and scaled into and beyond 6 figures or 7 figures or even 8 figures a year in a way where you don't need to sacrifice your soul and children and your life, but in a way that feeds your soul and your bank account in an equal measure. Now, if you find that you're plateauing at a certain level and no matter how much you try, it's a little difficult to scale to that next level, or growing your impact to the next level feels more effort and hard rather than fun and freedom as it should be, this video is for you. What I'm going to walk you through are 3 energetic thresholds every entrepreneur needs to walk through as we scale our impact from 6 figures into 7 figures and beyond. Because here's the thing, human mind likes to think that we scale business when we attend to our funnels. We scale business through structures. There's a little bit truth to it, but it's completely incomplete. Because at the fundamental level, what we need to adjust as we grow our business from level to level is our frequency, our identity, our energy. And that are the thresholds I'm going to talk you through. So grab a cup of coffee or a tea and perhaps a notebook and let's do it. All right, let's start with energetics of a 6-figure spiritual entrepreneur. In other words, what frequency shifts and energy shifts you'll need to make in order to grow a business into 6 figures and beyond. Well, first of all, the first identity threshold you'll want to cross is the one that says, I am an authority. In other words, you've got to develop really good trust in yourself and your gift. This is where the biggest, if you like, limitation stands or lives inside of those powerful entrepreneurs who want to grow their businesses into 6 figures and beyond, but they aren't, no matter how much they try. It's that leakage, energetic leakage, because they don't trust themselves or their offers or their wisdom or their intuitive guidance enough. And that's what you need to strengthen big time. And the identity that says, I am an authority will take you there. And perhaps you can use this as a mantra right now. Close your eyes and tell yourself this. I am an authority. I am an authority. I am an authority. Stay in this energy, because more you stay in this energy, more you realize, on not just logical but on a cellular level, then more you trust yourself, more your clients will trust you. More you're certain in yourself and your decisions, more your clients will trust you. It's that certainty that sells. It's that certainty that grows your business. So instead of you looking outside for that next decision, for that next offer, for that next strategic move, for the next thing you've got to do to grow your business, you've got to train yourself to go within and trust those decisions. Keep making those choices and those steps forward that demonstrate your trust in yourself. And this is how you'll walk through the threshold that says, I am an authority. Absolutely essential for anyone who wants to grow their business to the 6 figures and beyond. The second energetic threshold you'll want to walk through is the one that says, I am safe to be seen. In other words, you will step into that sacred visibility for you and your gifts, where you feel safe to be seen, where you are okay with the idea that you can be on world-class stage, where you are the center of attention. And if there's something in you that rejects that, even to a small extent, you'll want to address that, because that can be that, if you like, block that is standing between you and those 6 figures and beyond impact that you're dreaming about. Now, of course, this is the whole topic in itself, but in a nutshell, any fears around visibility will mirror your self-judgments. So have a look what those fears around visibility or about bigger level of visibility are, and those will mirror the limiting self-judgments you currently hold, judgments that stand between you and your next level of impact. This is the threshold of self-identity and perception of self you want to walk through in order to grow your impact into six figures and beyond. And the third identity threshold or energetic threshold every spiritual entrepreneur will need to walk through in order to grow their business into six figures and beyond is this one. I am worth of overflow. In other words, you want to really pay attention to your energetic relationship with money. Because you might have inside of you a huge gift. You might have inside of you a lot of talents that are to be shared with the world. But if the grid of money of yours, energetic grid, is shady, meaning you might be still subconsciously signed up to poverty wound, or you might have 1, 2, or 3 limiting beliefs about the money that are very active, you will find it very difficult to powerfully market and sell. So I'll encourage you to check on this identity of yours, where you are with it. I am worth of financial overflow, but not with just how it feels when you say that to yourself, because it might feel good temporarily. You may be stepping into that energetic identity, but look at your current results, because if those current financial results are not what you'd like them to be, guarantee there will be something in your consciousness in relation to money that will want uprooting. You will want to work on your money consciousness a lot more actively. So in a nutshell, these are these 3 identity thresholds every spiritual entrepreneur will want to walk through in order to scale into 6 figures and beyond. And that is, number 1, I am an authority. Number 2, I and my gift deserve to be seen. And number 3, I deserve a wild financial overflow. And just in case you're wondering where you can do a full embodiment work on these 3 energetic codes and thresholds, it is inside of Changemaker. Changemaker is one of those 4 pathways inside of Business Energetics Academy, where many powerful entrepreneurs like you go beyond activating their energy and growing their awareness about business energetics and become full embodiment of business energetics, scaling their gorgeous businesses and impact with their energy rather than endless effort. So the Changemaker would be a powerful container for you if you feel that you want to work on these 3 identity thresholds. Now let's move on to the next level, scaling from 6 into 7 figures. Well, it goes without saying that before moving from 6 to 7 figures in terms of your business and impact and overflow, etc., you will want to have a powerful foundation of that which we already talked about, so the Changemaker realm, Changemaker identity. And from there, the first identity threshold you'll want to walk through is this one. I am an architect of my divine business structure. What do I mean by that? This is one of the greatest limitations that holds many, even 6-figure spiritual earners to go into 7-figure realm, and that is rejecting structures, rejecting divine masculine energy. Because it's perhaps much easier to think that, oh, I love to create, I love to be in my divine feminine energy, I love to be organic, I love to be fluid. Completely rejecting masculine structure, which can not only hold feminine creativity and feminine energy, but multiply. It can provide a lot more freedom and space that you desire. I was one of those women where I just was creating, and then getting tired, because even divine creativity has got its own cycle. You cannot constantly breathe out with your creativity. You've got to sometimes breathe in, integrate, relax, take holidays, and so forth. Now, who holds you during those times? Well, masculine structures, automation, team, funnels, and so forth and so forth. So if you are rejecting masculine energy in your business and structures, you want to definitely look at this, heal this relationship with the masculine, and pay a lot more attention to how masculine energy works in your business. Rewards of that will be limitless, both for you and your business. Now, the second identity threshold you'll want to walk through is that I scale my energy, not structures. Now, this may sound a little paradoxical to the first identity threshold around the divine masculine, but it's not. Here, what I'm saying essentially is letting go of this misconception and erroneous beliefs that it's via these structures that we scale our businesses to the 7 figures and beyond. Now, it's not the structures themselves. They offer various veins via which the blood of the abundance, clients, and so forth can flow. But they are not the how of multiplying your business. The how is the source, and that is your energy. It's your identity. And here's the thing. You're scaling your energy and multiplying your energetic self when you're growing your business. Now, if you bypass this piece and if you just go with that common thing that I've got to scale by action, by strategy, so I'm going to focus a lot more on it, so I'm going to pay for the masterminds and for the systems that are going to bring a lot more masculine structure into my business without attending to your energy first, you might be scaling stress, you might be scaling chaos, you might be scaling overwhelm, you might be scaling overgiving. So this is not how we operate inside of Business Energetics and inside of Business Energetics Academy, because it can be really detrimental to you, your vision, and to your life. Instead, what we do is we really refine and fine-tune your energy first. So for instance, if your business is, let's say, at 6 figures currently, but you find yourself tired, you'll find yourself overworking or overgiving, that's not going to magically fix just because your business goes to the 7 figures and beyond. In fact, it's going to get much worse. It's going to get 2 times or 5 times or 10 times more, because actually you will scale those limiting patterns you're practicing now. Overgiving, saving your clients, lack of boundaries, whatever distorted patterns you may be engaged now, they will be growing with you. So no, inside of Business Energetics Academy, I don't teach my clients to grow with structures. They're important, but they do not grow your business. You've got to grow with fine-tuning your energetic sense of self and clean up the distorted patterns that are there. This is why, by the way, for many of you, if you find that you're trying to grow your business, but no matter what, it's not working, that may be just the universe within you protecting you. Because if you did grow your business by 2 times, 5 times, or 10 times over, you would perhaps get ill from overworking, or you would hurt yourself. So sometimes this inability to grow your business is simply an inner protection mechanism at work. And a third identity threshold you'll definitely want to walk through when scaling into 7 figures and beyond is this: I am divine timing and I grow my business beyond logic. So this is about continually tuning into the divine architecture of the whole legacy and movement and empire and a business, and revealing it bit by bit. This comes with revealing the nervous system, the strategy, the funnels, the structures, and so forth, but so much more. It's not about building, but rather really resonating. Every email will become frequency broadcast, and every funnel will become a part of anatomy of your business, just like a human anatomy. It's quite indescribable process that you probably feel to a certain extent as I'm speaking about it, but you don't have to understand it with the human mind. The main thing is you embody it with every cell of your body. You become it. You become that architect, that revealer, that transmitter of your legacy, of your movement. So yes, the third identity shift that every entrepreneur wanting to grow their business to this level is that I don't build my business, I reveal my empire with soul resonance. So my dear one, these were the 3 levels of scaling your business energetically, with 3 identity thresholds that you'll definitely want to walk through. Let me know about which identity threshold is next for you to walk through, and I will want to hear it. Please let me know in the comments below. And before I say goodbye, I want to give you a couple of extra tips that will so help you on this journey of scaling your income, impact, sense of aliveness, and everything you desire to the next level. And it's this: wherever you are, shift your mindset from I'm an author, I'm a coach, I'm a mentor, I'm a this or that, to I'm a divine CEO in context of writing, coaching, mentoring, etc. Think about this. Just let yourself contemplate on this, and this will immediately open up a new pathways and awareness for you. Second tip is rather bringing into your awareness one of the greatest, if you like, limitations that powerful spiritual entrepreneurs experience when scaling from level to level, and it's this: holding on to old structures, outdated structures that used to work but are not simply super aligned anymore. This is a big one, so I want you to review if there is anything. It could be a relationship, it could be an employee, it could be a structure or strategy that used to work for you really well, and you're gripping on it because you think, well, it used to work, so it should work, but it's not yours to use anymore. It's simply outdated. So these are the couple of bonus, if you like, energetic tips for you for scaling. And for the full work, of course, I will see you inside of Business Energetics Academy. So much love your way, and I'll see you next time.